Okay, let's get started. Okay. This time, I'm gonna catch my 3 stalkers off guard. Okay? D-Tide, middle of the night, random time, okay? The 3 stalkers in my walls will not be here today. This is the day. This is the day I will have stream alone. This is the day. This is the time. So I'm just gonna quickly finish streaming and do this quick video, log off with 0 viewers. That is my goal. Okay, let me get started. Greetings, this is Flares with the quick abridged D-Tide. Now, normally, I do this in the middle of the night, random. So, I did 425, won the first, NA. Monty was quite close. I woke up a bit late, did D-Tide, and now I'm recording this video. Then I'm going back to sleep. So this is the abridged version. The goal of this video and this stream is to... Fuck! He's here! So, even though this is the abridged, I know that some of you guys are annoyed and saying get to the D-Tide guide content, what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to stream randomly. That's why you see me like stream at random times of the day. No scheduling, nothing. Because I want to see if I can get through a stream and finish recording a video before one of these 3 motherfuckers showed up. This is Century3425. There's like 3 people who are like, I don't know, in my walls, in my house, just stalking me. Because they, without fail, log on to every stream. I think they're bots. I think they're actually bots. So, abridged D-Tide. So this D-Tide is Chaos Ring. It's one of the easiest D-Tides to 400. Now, the fucking hard bosses this D-Tide is N. And basically Corpo. N and Corpo are the 2 hardest. And this D-Tide is more difficult than usual. I don't know why there are 3 viewers right now why I don't announce this shit. It's middle of the night. But whatever, roll with it. So, this D-Tide, it's harder to 425, which means getting the higher score. It's very easy to hit 400. It's one of the easiest D-Tides to hit 400 because all 5 bosses are easy if you allocate your resources correctly. All 5 bosses are easy, but the difficulty on this D-Tide is because each boss requires a specific team or a specific gimmick to overpower. Like, this D-Tide is a Gellet D-Tide. Gellet can style on almost every boss of this fight. If you have 10 Gellets, you would use 10 Gellets this D-Tide. Why? This D-Tide is all about shield break, shield awakeners, fortress, all that garbage shit. So, Boss 1, Boss 2, insanely easy to do. Doing it twice, doing every boss twice is hard because your resources are going to be limited. So let's start off with easy. This is Cerberus. Cerberus is one of 2 variants of Cerberus. This is the floating Cerberus. There's also like a ground Cerberus that they haven't used in a while yet. So Cerberus, you can either use a G-Dog comp, Stall, recommended, or Munchet or Gellet. This is one of the comps that Gellet goes well into. Actually, all of them Gellet goes well into. So I'm going to go give a brief overview because this video is going to... I tried to make this video 10 minutes, around 10 minutes, and the other video an hour long. So, this boss whole gimmick is when you break its shield, dimensional barrier, it gets a big shield, or when you do this much damage. So when you do 166,000 damage, he gets 600,000 shield for that turn. Now, it's not retained shield, it's not permanent shield. That means that it's a mechanic to have you stop. Basically, you're fucking the boss, and he blows a rape whistle. And then you have to run away before the cops come. And next turn, you go back and fuck the boss up some more. Again, if you're offended, I'm sorry. This is the easiest way to explain it for all you gamers. That's what happens when you're styling on the boss too hard. This dog blows a rape whistle. For all you furries, you have to back off. You cannot do anything when he's blowing that shit, dude. The cops will be coming around any moment now. That's actually a really bad analogy because it's just a big shield. Let me try to find another analogy. Okay, you're destroying this boss. He's doing his monologue. You can't interrupt him during his fucking monologue. That's probably a better analogy. I'll probably use the rape whistle analogy on another boss in the future, because I think that is a funny analogy. So that's the whole gimmick. However, there are multiple awakers that can cheese this boss. So with certain mechanics like poison or bleed, you don't care about his monologue. You just hit him the next turn. So that's why poison comp generally overperforms on this boss. Why? When he pops that shield, your poison tick will trigger next turn when he's done normally. So we're gonna end turn here to see what I'm talking about. See, he's monologuing right now. You destroyed him so hard. He's phasing second phase, 600,000 shield. Okay, you have to end turn. You can't do any more damage a turn. Bit of a killjoy, bit of a cock block. However, with poison or sacrifice, he hits you, his shield is gone. Poison tick next turn. So that's why poison sacrifice is really good against him. Or gel it. You can just gel it on this boss every fucking time, all days of the week. Just gel it on this boss. However, half of the bosses this D-type you're gonna want to gel it on. Would not recommend it. Use this as a G-Doll team. For if you're going for 400, use G-Doll team here and use gel it somewhere else. If you don't have a G-Doll, use gel it here. It bypasses the whole boss mechanic. Who else bypasses this boss mechanic? Caster to will. Anyone that's damage takes place later bypasses his boss. If you're running a counter team, it bypasses his boss because the boss will hit you after he drops his shield. So this is Cerberus, one of the oldest bosses. It's really, really trivial. He does do Dimensional Glare, which does this deck of desecrates. If you play it, you take massive damage. If you don't play it, you take minor damage, but it stays in your deck. G-Dog can just heal it, you don't give a fuck. So, that's that boss. Again, this is a short video. I'm trying to go through this boss speed run. Speed run. It's 8 minutes. I have to speed through this shit. So, Agrippa, gimmick, go. I use Jellet here. Use Jellet or G Murphy. G Murphy bypasses the mechanic. If you want to know how to bypass the mechanic, watch the longer video, you ungrateful fucks. You ungrateful bucks. I will break into your fucking house and gouge your fucking eyes out, okay? You are making me do the speedrun videos. I want to take my time on these videos. So, Agrippa, her mechanic, second phase. When she's second phase, you have to do X amount of damage, or else she rapes you. That's what happens. She does thousands of damage. She does 6,000 damage you do. How do you stop the 6,000 damage? You do X amount of damage. We're gonna get to it because the replay system is fucking dog shit. The replay system is fucking dog shit. The most fucking dog shit piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. This fucking replay system can't really fast forward, can't skip forward turns. And I'm trying to get this video out, so I can't use my clips. So, fucking Reluctant Arms, don't care. You use your most of your scale, it's gonna be in phase 1. Phase 2, you can't scale. Phase 2, you kill her or she destroys you. You need to do X amount of damage. When you do X amount of damage, phase 2, she does 0 damage. Why? She buffs herself. Once you do X amount of damage, that will indicate right here below the boss. It will tell you how much damage she does. If you don't do that much damage, she'll hit you for 6 trillion damage and your crippled body will be moaning on the fucking floor. Like, I don't know, Moaning Myrtle from Harry Potter. Whoever the fuck they're gonna cast as Moaning Myrtle. I'm gonna watch it, okay? I'm gonna watch it. I don't care how dog shit is. I'm gonna watch the Harry Potter shit. So, yeah. Fucking Harry Potter. Fucking Avada Kedavra her every turn. Last turn. That's her gimmick. I'm trying to speed for this video. Because you ungrateful fucks want a fast video. I can't do fast videos. Okay? That's not in my nature. You're trying to make me change my nature. N. What do you do with N? N is an ad counter boss. He's fucking bullshit for most players. He's According to community, he's one of the worst bosses to fight. And if you're playing Blue Will, he's easy. Why? Build counter. Counter Blue Will destroys him. I'll go over it in my long form video. In my short video, yo, go fuck yourself. You know how to play Blue Will. You watch my videos. Watch the other videos. You know how to play videos. You want fast overviews? This is the fastest I can go, you motherfucker. What he does? Black summoning. He summons. That's what it means. Black summoning. When you kill his summons, they buff the boss. You don't want him to summon a lot. You want to either AoE or kill him. Burst, burst, burst. He had big single hits. Big single hits. Destroy him. Destroy him before he builds enough counter that he'll destroy you. That he'll destroy you, okay? You know what he's doing? You know what he's doing building that counter? He's putting on one of those, anti-rape devices. Now, if you're a female, this is good to know. There are these anti-rape devices where you put inside of you with spikes. That's what he does. That's what he does. His counter, he's putting spikes inside of him. So every time you try to hit him, you're gonna be mangled and bruised. And that won't stop some of you, you degenerate fucks. But that would stop majority of you. He has so much counter that you won't want to touch him, okay? You want to touch him? He has the rape whistle. That's where the rape whistle actually comes back. Counter is just 1 trillion rape whistles. All those fucking guards, protective armor. Yeah, beware. Get the fuck away from him. Get the fuck away from him. Kill him faster. Kill him faster. Or else you will be in a world of pain. Barbed wires, barbed cocks just digging into you. This counter is bullshit. 29 counter, and it keeps going. It keeps going forever. If you don't kill the boss, you know what he becomes? He becomes one of those fucking hedgehogs. Not Sonic because he's fast. I'm trying to find an analogy that fast. Again, you are rushing me. I can't come up with these analogies and these rants that fast. What is barbed I can get that's funny right now? I don't know. I'm out of ideas. I'm out of ideas, but just kill him. Just kill him. Before he armors up. Just kill him. Do whatever it takes. Calf works. Calf can kill him fast. Or if you can stall, play Blue Will. Because Blue Will doesn't give a fuck. You counter him. You counter him. I'll show you guys in a long form video. Holy shit. I can't even come up with an analogy. I'm trying to find a famous hedgehog that's not Sonic the Hedgehog. I can't think of any fucking counter shit. Okay, moving on to the next one. What I did for wave 2, double caster. Why? Counter relic. Just stall a caster. That's all you need to do is Corporal Boss. If you're not playing stall a caster, what does Corporal Boss do? She wrecks your shit in with vulnerable. That's why you bring the doll. Why do you bring the doll? It's Chaos Ring, motherfucker. That means she can regen her exalt. What does the boss do? Give you vulnerable. What does doll exalt do? Dispel vulnerable. Other cases, not. Not is also good. However, not and Tinkt, garbage on this boss. Why are they garbage on this boss? Because when she applies vulnerable, she does it twice in a row. Twice in a row. Even if you magically have that dog shit Tinkt card, or you not exalt perfectly the turn to avoid the bone, guess what happens next turn? She does it again, motherfucker. That's why you use doll. She can exalt both turns because it's Chaos Ring. And guess what? It's Ultra Caster. What does that have to do with anything? You can use Ultra Turn to -1 the turn timer on the vulnerable debuff. Okay? And charge up doll again. That's what you can do. Just play this comp. I'll go over it on the long video. On the short video, go fuck yourself. Now, I'm eating too. Fucking wave 1, alert 5. What do? Fucking play a discard comp. Why? Draw a discard relic, motherfucker. Now, what's a comp? Dots and prayers. Dots and prayers. You know who carried this comp for me? Zoo. You know who did more damage between Dorazine and Zoo? Zoo. I got the Zoo relic. I just played Zoo Poison. Why did I not grab Dreams on Pikmin? Because I need the Key Flare. I need the Key Flare because Dorazine is fucking dog shit. Dorothy is fucking dog shit. I do not recommend him. Why do I use him? No soldier left behind, motherfucker. No soldier left behind. I pull for him, I'm gonna use him. Okay? I pull for him, I'm gonna use him. Sunk cost fallacy. Turn away. Turn away. Fucking dog shit. You know who did more damage? Who killed faster? The discard comp. The discard comp killed faster than the stacked Dorothy comp. Okay? Than the stacked Dorothy comp. Do not invest in Dorothy, you motherfucker. Until they buff him in some way. Unless you're playing early mid-game. Early mid-game is one of the strongest units. Early mid-game is one of the strongest units. That's why he's high on the general tier list and low on the whale tier list. So, what does this boss do? Doesn't scale. You know what the boss does? He scales poison. He does not scale strength. He does not scale anything. He does small hit, slightly bigger hit, and then he pounds your shit in. The ability is literally called Pound. You can't even cancel me for this. The ability is literally called Pound. He pounds your ass, dude. It's 1700 damage unmitigated. Any of you guys play FF14 rating? I rate ultimates. Check out my FF logs. Unlike you fucks, most of you guys are fucking dirty casuals. Most of you guys wouldn't even rate ultimates. Most of you guys play Ultra. Most of you guys don't even play Savage, even though Savage got murphed since Gordius and Midas. Yeah, I'm an old school FF14 player. You know what else I played? Wildstar. You know what else I played? WoW. You know what else I played? Star Wars: The Old Republic. I raid. I'm a raider, motherfucker. I'm not even a gacha player. That's my deep dark secret. I'm not even a gacha player. I only play this in my free time. I'm still better than all the fucking other fucks playing this game. Yeah, I'm an elitist brick in MMOs. But yeah, if you ever play FF14, because it's more about mitigation than WoW rating or WildStar rating, if you're without mitigation, that pound will pound your action. Your entire team needs to chip in for that pound. If you're building a team, make sure your entire team chips in for that pound. It's like fighting ultimate progression in FF14. If someone misses their mitigation, you're fucked. You're fucked. The bosses destroy you. He's 10 inches inside of you. He's inside of you so hard, you restart the fucking 20-minute boss fight because one fucker on your raid team misses his fucking mitt. What happens in Savage raiding in FF14? What happens in Savage raiding in FF14 if someone misses a mitt? You blame the healer. Because the healer can mitt everything in Savage raiding. In Ultimate, everyone needs to chip in. It's a struggle for survival. If you die in Ultimate, it's everyone's fault. Someone's fault. You're gonna have to break into his house and eat his ass. I don't know why I said that as a punishment, but again, this is fast video. I cannot come up with these rants fast enough as they're coming out of my mouth, okay? This is all stream of thought right now, okay? So that concludes the boss. Just use that, you'll be fine. Now, if you want more useful, detailed guides, I'll start recording the long form video now. Dorothy is Clementine. It's 4 p.m. here. I'm not a robot, I think. Okay. Okay. Maybe I start recording like outros. Okay, let me catch my breath. let me catch my breath real quick. Okay, greetings. I just finished recording my abridged version. Now this is going to be just slightly more calm players for all of you guys listening to this hour-long long-form video. So, this D-Tide, as I said in my bridge, is one of the easiest to 400. You can use Gellet on every boss. What bosses does Gellet go on? Gellet goes well on boss 3, on boss 5, on boss 4, on boss 2, on boss 1. All the bosses. So Gellet is going to be your easiest team if you're not dog shit and pulled for her. She counters all 5 bosses. Why is that, Flares? All 5 bosses are shield gimmick bosses this D-Tide. Why did they do that? I don't know. Boss 1. generates a shield that you need to break where he heals. Boss 2 has Fortress, and you have to destroy her before she destroys you. Jellet helps with that. Boss 3 generates a shield when you hit him too hard. Boss 4 generates a shield and gains alert. Boss 5. Boss 5, you need to pray to your god that you have a good calf for a blue will comp. So, the structure of this video is I'm going to go for each boss one by one. Sup, NicoBot? Did you start eating outside? Shut the fuck up, Darvo. Shut the fuck up, Darvo. Do you think Arachne could save Ultra Counter? The thing is about Ultra Counter is that she has to be very good and game changing in order to save it. So we'll see. I'll review her when her kit's released. So again, any questions, just ask during the stream. I'll answer it at the same time I'm recording this video. So let's go in and explain how to do this boss with a discard comp with Vortex. This is one of the Vortex comps. Why did I use Vortex here? I had nowhere else to use her this die. This is the only boss with a big shit single HP bar. So what does this boss do? He does a small rotation of Toxin, Pound, Light Hit, Buff, Toxin, Pound, Light Hit, Buff. Pounds your shit in. Pounds your shit in so hard, it'll leave you gasping for fucking air. So, the discard comp is pretty simple to play. You just gland all the way. I went straight to boss. Because, again, discard comp is pretty weak against mob fights, so you just go straight to boss. You don't care about the lightning or stuff. What you care about is getting the fucking reloads. If you get the reloads, you will scale fast enough technical damage. Because that's the only way you're going to scale on this team. So, you want to just rouse Arita. And that's it. That's it. That is the only person you're ever going to rouse this boss fight. Unless you're desperate. And then every turn, you want to use your posse. To use the Vortex posse. The discard itself, it does not go well in this guy. You know, the discard posse does not go well because you want the percent HP damage. Why? This boss has a big, large percent HP bar. It's 1 million HP naked, no second HP bar. So Vortex performs particularly well. Because again, does a percentage of the boss HP as damage. So that's nice. So you just build a gland, and eventually Arita will start doing damage towards the end of the fight. So you just scale here. You just use your lightning for the pilots and live. You just stall as long as possible. I have 2 DR procs here for free, so it's quite easy. But Drowned Innocence, boom, pop. Because the gimmick of this boss is this. Every X turn, you need to break this shield, or else it heals equal to twice the HP bar, shield bar left over. So if it has 21,000 shield, it'll heal 40,000 HP, etc., etc. So, Jellet can also counter that, but if you're using Jellet for a Wave 1 boss, what the fuck is wrong with you? You should never use Jellet for a Wave 1 boss. Use Jellet for one of the harder bosses. So, but if you have weaker team want to do Alert 5, use Jellet here. Jellet can counter that, but again. So this is scaling. This is a little bit of damage this turn. It's only 200,000, so whatever. This is our first burst, and I play cards, and turn. So, this is the light hit. The light hit inflicts fragile. You don't really care about that. You can run Ogier in this comp to remove the fragile. But I use Ogier elsewhere. I think I use it in caster because I did a damage caster and I did a solid caster. So Ogier was better off there in my teams rather than on this boss in particular. So Drowned Innocence, boom. I think more people tune into my streams at night. Like, usually more. Maybe I should start streaming the coaching sessions at night. Next coaching session isn't coming in at night. So, again, he's going to pound your shit in. This is where a good time to use DR. Because there's no way I can generate enough shield to do that. So this is our second DR proc. Which is whatever. Boom. Do that. He's going to pound. Yeah, and now it's a light hit. Play all that, and we're good. Yeah, the rotation on Wave 1 bosses is pretty simple. They usually only have like 3 moves plus a buff phase. That's generally most bosses in the game, like 3 moves and a buff phase. The harder bosses have more gimmicks to them, but this is what this boss does. So I just nerfed this damage. There's no reason to play the lightning because it's not a burst turn. I want the lightning to buff my damage. The reason why I did not play the lightning is because this turn is a shield turn. So you need to do the burst this turn, not the turn before. And without the lightning and stuff, you won't be able to break the shield if you blow your load that early. So I'm just doing this. Flick the bone and buff the crit damage. And now I counted the cards in my draw pile. Remember how Arita plays if you have 10 glands in your draw or discard pile. I counted, I made sure, I exalted, it's fine. So I played the lightning to buff the technical damage again, then I played the glands. It's pretty straightforward here. Divine Maiden, Drowned Innocence. And then I do the big Vortex Exalt. Again, it's only a level 60 Vortex, but it doesn't matter what level it is. DR proc and S key card. Yeah, it's only 50% DR proc is whatever. So I doubled the charge. I duped the charge with Thigh's Posse. Buff our technical damage with that. Then I exile over Rita, and the boss is dead. If I remember correctly. The boss dies here. Yep. So Rita starts doing damage after she eats 20 glands. After she eats 20 glands, she starts doing a decent amount of damage. Like, this is 1,150 times 3. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now, Dorothy took a lot longer again. On top of leaderboards, just look at the replay. This is mostly a zoo. But that's enough for that boss. That's pretty simple. The hat. It doesn't show it in the replay, but I was able to choose what cards I get by having the hat. Because you can choose to discard the pilots and stuff to scale up strength. So, this boss, there are 2 caster comps to play against. Either the counter stall comp, which I borrow a whale, or a pure damage count. This is pure damage. This is counter. Both kills this boss. Counter works especially kill this boss. The kit usually releases Wednesday to Thursday Eastern time. Sometimes they do it Tuesday. So Tuesday to Thursday Eastern time, they don't have a really set schedule. So Caster, Erica, Jenkins, Ogier. I use this team because I don't remove Vaughn in this team. This team is a use Ultra turn to remove Vaughn. This team is to just remove Vaughn using Doll. So there's 2 different styles of playing Caster here. Both stall counts, you don't need a Pollux, waste of pulls. So these are with, dog shit support units or just standards. So you can do it with whatever, just borrow a Caster this wave is what I recommend. So you get counter relics, and since the boss does 4 hit, 5 hits, etc., you just stall and then you do 1 big turn to kill. Because in Phase 2, every turn the boss lives in Phase 2, she takes more and more damage. She scales, but you also deal more damage to her the more she scales. So it's a quite fun mechanic. And that also applies to the counter damage she does, by the way. The counter damage she takes, I should say. Sorry, I misworded that. So this is a damage caster. Just showcase you don't need, probably don't need to waste your pulls on him. Since limited pulls are good. So this is just with standard team, just pull more caster rather than pull a Pollux. So boom, boom, boom. So I have the counting relic and a damage relic. I have all 3 counter relics. So the counting relic, as you watch all my coaching streams, is always 0, 1, 2, 3. If you can, or 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. So do all that. And this is Sunder Tides. We're going to let him cast. So in Phase 1, she gains Fortress. And if you don't destroy through the barrier she gets, every one barrier she has left, she'll gain one more fortress. You don't want that, so you want to proc all the barriers. That's why I have Jenkins here. Polis won't be able to proc the barriers because Jenkins can do the multi-hit. She's able to do the multi-hit, that's why I X-ul on her. So I can proc all of the barriers. Because I don't want her to keep any barriers to build up her fortress. 5 fortresses is enough. I want to scale counter in this phase. So you can push her before she casts that first move to not get the fortress at all or strength but above at all. However, if you're playing counter comp, I do not recommend that. Phase 1 is where you should build counter. Because phase 2 is where you need to focus on surviving. Now blue will also works on this team. So boom, boom, boom. So this is a triple hit. So I'm going to let him triple hit on all of my big dick fucking counter. So I need to get her low enough so that she phases with this lightning, or I can easily phase her to turn after. Because the turn after, she's going to cast a buff again. You don't want to cast her to cast a buff twice. Because 10 Fortress is very annoying. 5 Fortress we can deal with. 10 Fortress, it really hurts our momentum. Just use the turn beforehand. Yeah. And she's going to do it again. So this is a turn we want to push. So I'm pushing her right now. I inflicted the Vuln. That's what Ogier here is for. Now I'm pushing her. Yeah. And the Get Him Brown should be able to push her. And unfortunately, 1 plume. So now we pushed her. Again, there's no reason to push a boss unless you have to. So I didn't have to push the boss before. I had to there. So this is phase 2. She starts scaling and damage hard. This is the Vuln I was talking about in my abridged version. So she does 2 Vuln, 4 instances of damage. And every time she buffs herself, she does an additional instance of damage. So right now it's 400 times 4, then it's 400 times 5, then it's 400 times 6, then it's 400 times 7. Eventually she becomes she'll kill you eventually. However, if you're having counter, the more she hits you, the more damage she takes. So that's the other part of the gimmick. Yeah, that was a decent chunk of her health. Is overdraw strength. Every time she buffs herself, she takes 5% more damage, or every turn she takes 5% more. So now she takes 10% more damage from all sources. So it's basically a DPS race against each other, or if you're playing a stall comp, you stall and let her kill yourself on your face. So Onyx Bloom, blah blah blah. Derision of Destiny. And then I end turn eventually. Yep. So she's gonna hit 4 times on our big juicy counter. See, and that was 300,000 damage of her health. Now she's gonna buff herself. This is a rest phase. Dispel weakness. See, this is the buff. So she will take 10% more damage and lightning and retribution in damage instance by 1. But she also gains 5% every turn. So eventually, if you want to really meme, this is good. This is a good screenshot boss. You can play this alert 1 or alert 2 and just wait a bunch of turns and get a big damage screenshot if you want. Because this boss has a damage multiplier on her. So now she takes 25% more damage. And she inflicts bone on you. So this is the one big hit. Yep. Onyx Bloom. Umbral. And this is the turn I was gonna... I think the turn after. I think I kill her in Ultra Turn if I remember correctly. I think I killed her here. Stygian. Yeah, I kill her here before she even hits me. So now she takes 25% more damage. I have everything, and this is the burst turn for me. Buff him with Jenkins, get him Brown. Caster does a lot of damage. This is 600,000 damage so far. So yeah, you don't need Pollux. This is just caster damage, coupled with the multiplier on her. Every plume does 40,000 damage, and it's going up. It's scaling up by 5,000 damage every plume I play. Yeah, boss is dead. So I overkilled the boss significantly. I still have a bunch of plumes left in my deck. So that boss was a joke regardless. So that's damage caster. A couple of counter. If you want a pure counter stall caster, which I borrowed. This is like with worse wheels. This is with worse wheels, but I borrow a whale caster for this one. So this one, you stall more and let counter fucking do your job for you with Wanda to double the hits on second phase. Again, this is also overkill. I could have killed her like way earlier, but I like to stall. If you don't have to kill a boss, don't. Unless you're doing for a speed run, just stall. It's better if you, especially if you don't have rewind. I recommend everyone who played to play this way. If you don't know you can kill them and you can live another turn, rather just wait another turn, play it safe. So this is first turn, blah blah. It's the same thing. We want to rouse everyone. I brought 24 because 24 rouse give +2 card limit, so you have more caster Onyx Plumes. Now there's a trick you can do with ring G-Daw 24 with a caster, which I'll show you here. Only you guys will notice. So the trick with G-Daw 24 is that you can scale up caster infinitely with Daw. I don't know why I said G-Daw. With Daw during Daw ring. Because when your hand gets full of plumes, you play her discard card. You discard all of his Onyx Plumes back into the deck to be able to generate more plumes. So you have an opportunity to have like a bigger burst turn than usual if you bring Daw with caster during Chaos Ring. And that's why I do here several times during the fight. I do that several times during this fight here. So I think I do it here or later on. So I'm counting. So I have the counting relic 0, 1. I double up her attacks. Yep. 1. Then I pick a 2. Yep. Then I pick a 0. 0. 0. So I can 0. 2. I should have played a 1, but that was my bad. So insight. Get strength down from Wanda's card. Again, I want to do a lot of damage this turn because the next turn she's going to buff herself again. So I want to build up enough damage or counter in order to fucking do it. So then I use the discard, heal up. So she's going to hit us 6 times on our 22,000 counter. So she's almost phased. This turn we're going to phase her manually. So we're going to do that. Plume. Get rid of that. So we want to push her. It's hard, but you gotta do it. One more. It's unfortunate. I hate wasting like that. I suffered. But so this turn 5. Phase. So she doesn't have Vuln on us. She doesn't have Vuln on us yet. She's gonna apply Vuln on us now. So we're not gonna Daw Exalt. We're not gonna Daw Exalt. We're gonna Daw Exalt next turn. We're gonna Daw Exalt next turn when she applies Vuln to us, because she's gonna do Lightning Retribution. Lightning Retribution is normally the plan. So that's generally what happens. So insight. No, I say that insight. Forgot. So hit another juicy counter. Again, see, Lightning Retribution, Lightning Retribution. Since we saved the Daw Exalt, I can do it this turn. Dispel Vulnerable, and we're safe. We don't need to go on Ultra Turn here. Counting cards, get the strength down. Discard the Onyx Plume so it goes in our discard pile. Hitting us 8 times here. Okay, now she's going to buff herself, and the turn after this, she's going to do 1 big hit. The one big hit is 1700 damage usually. It's really big. It's a very, very big hit. If it's unmitigated, I think it's 1700. So she buffs herself. She has 200 strength. Yeah, 1800. It's because she has 248 strength. Normally it's 1700, but I got her... She got a cast off the first turn. So it's unfortunate. So this turn we just live normally. And we do have a DR proc. So I dispelled my vulnerable using Doll Exalt. Again, we have a DR proc. We have Ultra Turn. We don't need to use Eater. So she's going to apply weakness to us now. So this is a 5-hit. And the turn after, she's going to do it again. She's going to Lightning Retribution, Lightning Retribution. So I'm going to go into Ultra Turn here. And I plan to have enough resources to survive for 2 turns. But I actually killed her during this Lightning Retribution. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, I killed her during this Lightning Retribution. Because I had enough resources to go for 2 turns. But I did not expect the 35% damage taken and all this counter to kill her now. Because I was trying to get Wanda Exalt to make it a 10 hit. But I didn't have enough alien miss on Wanda, unfortunately. So I'm just fucking pluming her up. Keep her, strength down. Flight. Exalt, and prepare for next turn. I'm like, next turn I have 100% DR. I'm going to proc 1 DR this turn. And she just died. What a disappointment. She just died before I was able to use the next turn. Unfortunate. Yeah, that's what happens. I planned. I had the DR proc, everything ready, but she just fell over dead. So this boss is pretty easy. I went over the bridge. There's nothing to go over there. So Agrippa. Agrippa is an actual hard boss. So there are 2 ways to do this boss. You either G Murphy cheese every time a boss with an annoying phase 2 gimmick, you either G-Dog cheesed, or you fucking play to fight the real way. So I'm gonna play to fight the real way, and I'll show you the G-Dog cheese that you can do with any boss with an annoying second phase. Doesn't matter if they gain some kind of gimmick, you don't care. So this is the fucking Gellet team. So the boss does light hits. Phase 1, light hits. This is light. Compared to phase 2, this is light. So you just do damage, scale up phase 1. Phase 1 is all about scaling up. So I do triple shackle. Furnace. And we're end turn. First DR proc. This is a free DR proc. I don't want to stun her. I think I actually saved stun too long. I think I didn't stun her the entire fight. I might be wrong, but I don't remember like using stun that often. This fight was very easy with Gellet. So this is the burst turn. Again, her entire gimmick is this giant shield and fucking alert. But in case you don't know, Gellet E3 removes all shield from the boss, regardless if they have like a trillion shield or 0 shield. So with Gellet, this boss becomes trivial in any shield-based bosses. So all these bloodthirsts. I did not play the Crimson because I'm counting the cards in my hand. So I can't finish that Crimson. I play all those Bloodthirsties. I annihilate, so I can play the other Crimson. I mean, not Crimson, Bloodthirsty. Sorry, my bad. So, some more damage. Again, she only generated 1 shield because of Gellet's E3. Defense, I want the defense in Ultra Turn. Because I want the Alienus in Ultra Turn. Exalt on thighs. This generates enough for a baby. Lone Seed. Exalt on Gel. Everyone knows how to play the fucking combo. Everyone knows how to play in a fucking combo. Again, I don't believe in crit rate, so you're gonna see my Jellet never critting, but it's all part of God's plan. It's all part of God's plan. I don't believe in crit rate, okay, guys? I don't believe in crit rate anymore. It either crits or it doesn't, okay? Either crits or it doesn't. I don't believe in crit rate anymore, since so many times crit rate in this game are quote-unquote bugged, because like, oh, actually this crit rate isn't working. So I don't believe in crit rate on Jellet. I have enough. People, Monchi and stuff, always say, how can I play Jellet with only 29% base crit rate? And I say, perfectly fine. Thoughts and prayers. That's how I play Jellet. Thoughts and prayers. It either crits or it don't. I don't care. Either crits or it don't. I invest in utter damage resources, okay? When it does crit, the damage is out of this world. You're not going to see her crit a lot this fight. And it doesn't need to. You don't need to crit on her. Critting is the devil's plan. I follow God's plan. God will crit when... I will crit when God wants me to. I will crit when God wants me to, okay? That's what I believe in. So I play all this strike to buff the crit damage. Again, how much crit rate is? Yeah, this is 100% crit rate. As long as the boss is full HP, it's 100% crit rate. It's fine. It's fine. When the boss gets low, the crit rate's gone. The crit rate's gone. When the boss becomes close to dead, all the crit rate's gone. So this is the annoying part. See this? This is how she gets 75% Fortress. She has 75% Fortress if you do X amount of damage to her every turn. However, it stops her from attacking, and she does Reluctant Alms. So, boom. Again, she does nothing. As long as you break her shield and do this much damage every turn, she will never attack you in phase 2, as long as you do enough damage. And with Jellet, you will always do enough damage. So I did not even use Aegis Exalt yet. I have Aegis Exalt ready. This boss will never hurt you. In phase 2, she literally is incapable of hurting you if you do enough damage. It's like one of the easiest bosses if you figure out the gimmick. So she's gonna buff herself because she's buffing herself whenever she doesn't hit you. See this damage? Yeah, this skill. She gets one more attack intention every time you bypass this. But if you do this much damage, 200,000 damage, she does not hit you. If this hits us, we die. So all we have to do is do X amount of damage. That's the boss gimmick. We need to do 200,000 more damage. I think we're able to do it. So I did put one Crimson. Boom. Did not crit. What's it? Did not crit. Yeah, 69% crit rate. Did not crit. 3 did not crits in a row. There's a crit. But I did enough damage. Do I need the crit rate, folks? Do I need the crit rate? I did enough damage as God intended. I did as much damage as God intended. God intended me to do that much damage, and I fulfilled his duties. Monchi is going to be watching this video, and he's going to have like a loaded revolver to his head watching this crit rate. I do not have that problem, okay, with crit rate. I don't have that problem that Monchi has, where I have to, it's either 100% or it's 0 flares. 1% is good enough. I had enough crit rate as God intended to kill this boss, folks. It was enough crit rate to pass the phase. If anyone tells you don't have enough crit rate, just say, I have as much crit rate as God intends. As much crit rate as God intends. So, see how hard, and we had to burst, even though it was easy compared to other comp. So, this is the G Murphy cheese. With any time there's a boss with a gimmick in phase 2 that gives them Fortress that prevents you from playing phase 2, just put in the G Murphy to cheese the boss. Just stall in phase 1, do one big turn, and there is no phase 2. And there is no phase 2, folks. So I prepared the Overexalt in the fights before. You should always do this. Mouse Wisdom. I keep those waltzes in hand. Okay, and the boss doesn't already know it. It's dead. The boss doesn't know it is dead. G-Doll is broken. I think she should be nerfed. I'm always say that. I don't like how broken she is, but she's the strongest unit in the game right now because she cheeses more bosses than Tawil at this point. Tawil is broken. G Murphy is just as broken because she can cheese like every speed run, every piece of content you're gonna see a G-Doll. So I used the thing once. Blah blah blah. Again, I'm just scaling. Again, I could have killed her turn 3, but she's not hitting me. There's no point. We kill her when we're about to be killed. That's how you should play G Murphy. Scale until you cannot scale no longer. So I want to scale. The boss is already dead. The boss has been dead. The boss is not killing us this turn, so we wait. We wait like a monk. Like a Buddhist monk. We wait. We play these cards. Blah, blah, blah. I need to prepare for G Murphy's Overexalt. That is my objective here. Prepare for another Overexalt to kill her in one turn. Do that Exalt to get the shield. Double Posse like always. Do that. So, the boss has full HP, just like we want her. Boom. Do we need to kill her yet? No, we don't need to kill her. We stall. She's just AFKing. That's good. We want the boss to AFK. We're waiting. We're waiting for our turn. When she's about to kill us, we unleash. It's not time to unleash yet. It's not time to unleash the Hogs of War. So turn 5. So remember what the boss does. You don't care what the boss does. You're bypass him. Oh no! She's gonna do so much damage, and you can only do X amount of damage to her every turn, phase 2. You can only do X amount of damage to her. No, double Exalt. We do our big burst turn here, like usual. We don't need those garbage ass cards. We need to clear our hand for a G Murphy Exalt. So I play these 2 cards. One more card. I play one more Waltz. I Exalt on G Murphy. And the boss is dead. The boss is dead. What's the mechanic? Oh, she's gonna get shield every turn. She's gonna have Fortress. Is that the mechanic? Is that the mechanic game? I thought you had a mechanic boss. The boss is already dead. Oh, 1.2 million sacrifice? Oh, 1.4 million sacrifice? Huh? Huh? Oh, you did 3 million damage in this turn, players. No, I did not do 3 million. I did a little bit over 4 million. So boss, you have a second phase? You have second phase, boss, with gimmicks? You have gimmicks? No. That's what sacrifice does, folks. As long as it's one big hit, you can ignore Fortress. So, if you want an easy method for any boss that has an annoying phase 2, just play G Murphy, stall phase 1. The boss does not have a phase 2. So, let's go over N. There's 2 ways to do N. Either intended, kill him fast, or blue will. Just kill him with counter. So, everyone knows how to play a calf comp into N. Unless you're, retarded. So, let me show you how to do the blue will. How to do the blue will. So, the blue will is quite simple. You build counter. If you don't get the counter from Exalt, don't worry about it. Just rouse everyone. You have all these nice relics. We rouse Hamel first turn. In boss fights with blue will, as always, you rouse to will second turn. Or G-Doll second turn, depending on how much key flare you have. If your key flare is full, you rouse Hamel first. If your key flare is not full, you rouse to will first. Our key flare was full, so we rouse Hamel, so we can get his cards. Blah, blah, blah. Always grab Charge now. Charge is very, very good in Blue Will comp, ever since Vortex. Again, every time there's a new unit that releases, it's just a blue will buff. Do all this. Again, we don't care about doing damage the traditional way. We're just building up counter our resources. What did I grab from that? Year-end Spark. That's good. Do that. Covered. Defense. White stance. And then I exalt on not. The big not exalt since it's Chaos Ring. Okay. Let me take minimal damage this turn. So, this turn. One big hit. Ignore. I think I used Fortress. I don't think I used Barrier to kill the boss. Because, I use a DR on purpose for the Toil recharge HP. But, again, Exalt and Toil, we're digging for the Shattered. I did not get the Shattered the first Exalt. But hopefully I'm going to get it here. So, Exalt on Toil right now. You grab 3 cards. Did not grab a Shattered. It's unfortunate. But what can you do? Life's life. Don't need it. Play that. Because we get a decent amount of counter from Caucus regardless. Because Caucus does generate a decent amount of counter from his Exalt if you build tentacle damage on Toil. And you build tentacle damage by getting strength. Then you Exalt on Caucus. Play that. Now we're at a Rift Harmony, so we're just playing cards. End turn, minor damage. 13,000 counter. Again, we not found a single Shattered, but that's fine. Now the boss has counter. It's getting annoying, but we stall. We can stall for a long time with Blue Will. I want to rouse everyone. I'm rousing the Caucus here. Pinion. Pinion. Play all these cards. Strike on Hamel eventually because I need to heal up. I moved the Birth to him for this fight because I need to play Hamel cards over Caucus cards to regen him up. No need to rouse Caucus a turn you rouse him because we already got the counter buff. So this turn. -2. Shattered. Rouse. I want to get his Overexalt. That is my goal. I want to get his Overexalt. Okay, now we're going to proc our DR on purpose. Because our health is good, so that when we proc DR, we get the Toil card. We get echoes of him, and then we can regen up the HP. It's better to do that than proc DR when your HP is low. If you proc DR when your HP is low, you're not going to benefit as much from the card. So, that was the biggest hit at the highest HP we can have. So, that was our DR proc, and we won't proc anymore the rest of the fight. So, Memory Run was pretty good card top. So, again, we're digging through. We're trying to find a Shattered for Toil. We double up the Chosen One. And I do that. Exalt. I think this is the turn I found the Shattered. If I recall correctly. Nope, did not find a Shatter. I don't think I found a Shatter this entire fight, actually. Unfortunate, but whatever. Don't need it. I can just scale off of Caucus's Shattered. But if I had found a Shatter, the boss would be dead by now. But that's RNG. I don't believe in rewinding unless I absolutely have to. But I didn't have to, so I didn't rewind because I knew that this team was fine going in. But some players would probably rewind in that scenario, but I wouldn't. Divine, get the Key Flare. We're good. And I push him just with total strength. Again, we have 2,000 strength here. Now we push with counter. Always push with counter, you get a free turn. What I mean is right here. So this is a free turn. The boss is doing nothing. And we have a free turn. So that's why I like pushing with counter on Blue Will. So I'm just regenning up Alimus and resources this turn. Don't need to do anything. We're just getting resources. End turn there. There's no reason to play any other cards. He has counter. Boss is going to do that. We have 37,000 counter. It's a good amount. Without grabbing a single shattered from below. Unfortunate. So I could have stunned here, but I didn't. So Exalt on the Caucus. Over Exalt. Build up nice amount of counter again. Don't need to play the Protector right now. Yeah, I want to kill all of the mobs. I saved the stun card. I shouldn't have. I should have just stunned them this turn. But I thought the fight would last longer. But I underestimated how much damage I would do in my counter burst, which I'll show when it happens. I underestimated how much damage it does, like usual. Because you want to underestimate, then overestimate. So that's why I saved the shit. It's fine. I defense. Biss him. I have 2 mana, but I can't do anything with it. So I 6 wing and then I discard. Exalt. There we go. 1 big hit. We have 155,000 counter now. Good enough. So without having the good shattered, we have 155,000 counter at end of turn. So the boss is dead. And don't forget, it's even more counter in that, because if we play protective, it's even more and more counter. Do all this. Again, we did not use a barrier the entire fight, and we could have. And boom, boom, dead. And that was just on a 2-hit. That was just on 2-hit. Boss falls over. Blue Will. It's a pretty good comp. But yeah, this is that concludes my long form video. I went over every boss, I think, in detail. So I'm going to start uploading these 2 right now. Time to upload the videos. And make the AI thumbnails, because my thumbnail guy is doing university stuff. Well, I also don't make thumbnails for these. So these D-type videos are unpopular compared to, general beginner guides. Tide, long form version, April 13, 2026. Chaos Ring. Gelatide. Do any questions? I'll answer them while I'm uploading these videos. I'm uploading these videos. I can answer any questions you guys might have about the game or showcase whatever. But I basically done recording a video. I'm gonna finish eating my snack afterwards and chilling. Any comp you want showcase, anything you want to do, just ask me now while it's uploading. I'll end the stream when everything is uploaded. Okay? When everything is uploaded, that's when I'll end the stream. But let me make the thumbnail real quick. Create image. Sign in. Do. Any advice on what order to pyramid characters? I went over that in a couple of videos, but an order to pyramid characters depends on, it's always carry first, depending on who has the most stats. So it's based on stat scaling. Like, Caucus, for example, is a good choice. To Will, it's above average. This is above average. So whoever scales has the highest base stat, because level, again, I showcased it before, but the level per stat scaling, if they're limited to limited, it's based off of the initial base stat. So compare Waker stats at level 60. Let me show you. Where I have this purposely. So let's see. Tulu, for example, gains 4 stats for these 2 level increases for attack stat. And another unit. What is the other unit I put? There's another unit which I did like earlier. Oh, Feint. Feint, for example, only gains 2. Why? Because her initial attack stat is lower. So who usually pyramid first is whoever's your carry that has the highest base stat line, whose card scale well. That's generally the word of advice I recommend. That's usually a simple way of explaining it. That's the easiest way for me to say it. I went over in depth in older content and videos. D-Tide, Morimens. Okay, April 13. Generate 4 images. Chat is blocking stats. Fuck. But yeah, that is generally the thing. These stats on the side. Which has the highest base stat there. That's what you should focus on, your main carries. On your main team first, enough that it matters. So carries like G-Doll, I would not recommend pyramiding unless you really like her. So basically whoever will benefit from most from stats, like Goliath. Right now I have a couple of pyramids that I'm not using because there's no carry that really needs it that would benefit a lot in their teams right now. Okay, which exclusive tips you need to... Oh my god. 2026. Wow, the AI is getting more clickbaity when I ask it to make clickbait thumbnails. Too much clickbaity. Need to tone down the clickbait. Yeah, that's generally because I went over this on stream on another fucking thing earlier, but let me do it again. Ends in 6 days. Consume benefit and complete all tasks. You gotta do this eventually. Actually, I'll showcase it here. So let me do it with fucking this. So this is my G Murphy. Who am I gonna replace? How do I show this? Oh, what am I doing? Just do the poison comp. So I'm gonna showcase it with the poison comp. Even though this will take a bit longer, it emphasizes my point better. So this is my G-Doll. So let's see here. I did this before. So forgive me if this is boring. So this is 37 HP a heal. 63, but 63 is based off scaling. So this is 35 damage, 24 shield. So what's the difference between a level 70 G-Doll and a level 90 G-Doll? So remember that number? Remember those numbers? So let's borrow a G-Doll. And borrow a random one. That matters a lot less for this unit. This is, even though it's limited, it's very bad to use pyramids and levels on. So 20 levels, which means a lot of resources. It is 44 HP compared to my 30 or whatever. So it's like 5. And it's 9 more damage. 9 more damage and 4 more shield. So it's a roughly 10 to 20% buff. Okay? Per level. So it's quite bad. But let's do it with 24, which I like to use it as an example. Go back in. We're going to use my 24 here. And let me auto-equip her wheels. This is level 60, 24. And she's one of the best scaling attack supporters. Why you should level her up. She has the highest base attack stat in the game, I believe, still to this day. So her defense stat is dog shit. But let's look at her fucking attack cards. So this is... Frenzy Slash is 119 damage. 119 damage. Remember that. 119 damage, 146, 91. And let's compare it with a wailed out 24. Again, the covenants and wheels and stuff affect it, but you're going to see the drastic difference. Because my G-Doll, it's an easy way to explain it. So 24 right here, wailed out version. So it's 30 more levels on my character. So it's a shit ton of levels. Shit ton of levels. Just like with a G-Doll. Shit ton of levels. Min max. So it was 119 on the triple hit. 119 on triple hit. This is 245 on a triple hit. So this is double. You see this? That 30 levels doubled this. Whereas on a G-Doll, even though it's a 10 level difference, on a G-Doll, it was only 10 to 20%. So more levels on Awakers with bigger stats matter a lot more. You see this? This doubled in damage. It doubled in damage across the board. So that's generally who you need to pyramid on. Stats. Base stats. That's why stats matter. The more stats an Awaker has, the more they scale, the more levels you put in them. So, Awakers with high stats, the more you wail on them, the stronger they'll be. With weak stats, it's not worth investing that much into them. Like, I do this comparison a lot just for the memes. But, for example, the weakest Awaker in the game in terms of stat value, Lei. The lowest stat line in the game, 72, 72, 72. So we're going to go in. We have damage wheels. Everything. I did this during the coaching stream. But Lei, for example. Let's go here. Do that. 65 times 3. And it's 32. And 11. 32, 11, 65 times 3. Remember those numbers. Now let's go and borrow a whale way. Right here. 62 times 3. Blah, blah, blah. Again, this is with better wheels and stuff, so might be skewed, but... Where is it? 109. So it is not even doubled. And this is with a whale with better covenants, more soul forge, more everything. And let's look at the defense. I think the defense was 11, 26. This doubled. So this does not affect her as much. She does not scale as well. Because her at level 90 is 99 stats across the board. So it's only 27 stat gain. That's only 27 stat gain for a low statted Awakener. For a low statted Awakener, that was 27 stat gain. So, because right now, 72, 72, 72. Borrow. So we view this. Sorry, folks. On my game. Awakener details, 72. And we're gonna borrow again to showcase it. Here we go. 99, 99, 99. See that? Because it's a percentage buff from whatever. So if it's already low in the first place, it's not going to matter a lot. So this is only like a 27 buff from her base stat. As from 60 to 90. From 60 to 90, it's 27 stats. Whereas if you look at... I can even show you guys. Because I have a couple of level 90s. Let's go to Will. So is an example of average stat. So this is her stat at level whatever. So we're gonna... There's this button here. Remind me, guys. Where is the button for hit to level 60? There was a button. I can just look at one. But level 60 is 150 across the board. It's 30 stats. It's 30 stats if I recall correctly. But let me double check and make sure. So it's more. Let me double check and make sure real quick. And we're going to get to Will. And we're going to find a weak to Will. And scroll down. Just to make an example. Okay, this is the only one I have. Okay, it's 130. So 138, 138, 138 at 62. So you see this? This is 42. 42 across the board. The reason why is because the base stat is higher. It's just a percentage. That's all there is to it. It's pretty simple to grasp. So Awakers that are already strong are fucking gonna get stronger. How do I make the most... Download as... Okay, this is funny. This thumbnail is very funny. Some people are gonna hate it. Some people are gonna hate this thumbnail, but it's pretty funny. And done. Publish. Okay, it's uploading. Yeah, it's easy to grasp. It's very, very easy to grasp. Reenact. I don't feel like playing anymore. Get all this, and done. What's the mail? Contact receiver. And let's do all the fucking side chores, I'd like to call them. Fucking chores. D-type jewelry set. I cap this out. Half Annie is about to come across the board, so I might not spend it on that, but I already got everything. I'm finally out of Pearl Jail, which I'm quite happy with. I'm out of Pearl Jail. Can't put me back in. Could buy either of the... I'm going to save up pearls. I'm going to just buy the pyramids from now on. I'm going to save up on those because I'm running low on fucking sediments. But there's nothing I would want to pull. There's no one I would want to pull. I'm not pulling on either Salve or Wanda. And Calf's already maxed. No reason to pull on Tulu. No reason to pull on Sorel. No reason to pull for more G-Doll. So I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. Six days left is enough. I'm gonna go do fucking... Maybe I do a stream of me just going over fucking doing covenants. How many fucking pens do I have? 100,000? Nah, it's not enough. Buy some pulls. Weekly trials. I hate this. I hate doing this. Fucking when there's not an event, it's cancer. But there's an event now, so is less cancer. And nothing to do here. I'm gonna save my pulls. I don't need any of these wheels. Like Tulu wheels almost plus 12 just from wheel jail. I'm gonna get a plus 12 just from being in wheel jail. I'm about to get the rewind soon. I'm gonna rewind a wheel actually. Let's look at my wheel jail since I'm waiting anyway. This is my current wheel jail status. I'm gonna finish Chains Unbound, and then I'm gonna work on... What am I gonna work on? Probably Follet. Not because it's good, because it's, you know, this high already. Maybe I'll work on Follet. I think I'm about to bust out of wheel jail. Death of Miss Coral. Don't need any more. Don't need any more. All the DR wheels are fine. Not gonna do the... Maybe a Row Mastery buff. I'm probably gonna go for Follet. Yeah, I'm going for Follet. And maybe I just fucking pull randomly with my standard pulls. I don't want to even pull for the Ultra unit. Because every Ultra unit I'm gonna use, it's already plus 12 or good enough. Because I only use these three anyway for standards. And Cassia is even getting rotated out sometimes now. So I only need these two. And not Erica because I want to. It's because it's the only... It's be dumb not to use her. But I have this material now. So rare getting the fucking plus 12 map. So I either short my caster, don't need to. Calf. None of these bottom units need any levels. I'm fucking not gonna put it in Dorothy. Fuck it, I'll put it in Calf. Put it in Calf. I don't know where to use the triple pyramid on. If Arachne's good, I might put it in there. But if it's not, then I would just save it. I have 3 regular pyramids. So I'm either going to put it in... There's no one. Everyone I want at level 70 is at level 70. 24 is sometimes I use her, but her con value is decent. I never use Loli. I'm not a Loli. Alba doesn't need it. I want to die on the Munchette team anyway. Tulu is an option for his attack stat, but why? Sangha. Sanga's a choice. I'm built up a Sangha for her blue rings. Horla is fucking... I'd be a dumbass put levels in Horla. Look at her stats. Yeah. Everyone I want built is built. All that's left is to shore up a few teams. Like, I have all these dupes and pools that, no purpose right now. Can't use them anywhere. Because I can plus 12, like, any standard if I wanted to. There's none of them I really want to plus 12. I don't want to plus 12 Chaos standards because I'm going to pull on more Chaos units. None of my Chaos standards are plus 12. These are welfares. All the standards, so I can still pull on Chaos limiteds. Blue limiteds, I have 2 plus 12s already, so that's bad. Caro, I have no plus 12 standards, so I can pull for that. Ultra, I have 2 plus 12 standards out of the 5. So it's 2 in blue, 2 in ultra, 0 chaos, 0 Caro. So I want to pull for a chaos or Caro unit to operate the standard. Because when you're pulling, you don't want to pull on a realm you already have plus 12 in, or else you get scammed. You get scammed real bad. If I were to pull for a standard banner, it would have to be a standard banner I have the least plus 12s in. So, yeah, I want more dupes. So, Ultra, never. I don't want dupes on any of the units that aren't plus 12. Caro? Sure. I can use them on these units. I don't need them. I can use them. And none of the standards are plus 12. So I can't miss. Blue, I can miss on 3 units. Well, actually, only 2 units, because G Murphy is arc 2. Blue is fine. I can probably pull more blue standard if I wanted to. Chaos, I can pull on the standard, but I can miss if it hits these 3 units, which would be bad. I don't need dupes on Hamel or Riker. Or G-Dog. I don't need dupes on any of those 3. So probably Caro. Probably Caro. If I were to pull a standard banner, I would probably pull that. Because everything else is fine. Staying alive in investigation. Just watch my videos or join the coaching streams. I do coaching streams every Saturday. Just join when I'm streaming. Kirito. Still struggling with teams and staying alive investigation. Well, you need to cycle. You need to know how to cycle through calf. That's why Twill or Blue is a lot better than the calf. But follow Costco. Look at my spreadsheet and follow the Costco build. Buy the Cursed Relics and you should be able to win. What's a current banner right now that can help you ease through? Let me look at the current banners right now. Calf. None of them synergizes with Calf, unfortunately. So you want to pull 1 copy of this wheel, put it on Karen. That will help. So let me make a... I don't know what you have, so I'm just going to build it with standard teams. So fucking do this. Quick team lineup. So I'm going to pretend you're a new player. This is Calf. Pretend this is level 1. Pretend this is level 1. This is level 1. So you want to use Alva's wheel. And another damage wheel, probably Cap's wheel if it's up. Probably some, or crit rate. Or crit rate wheel. So let's grab, you're still in exploration, let's grab this. Hands of Oblivion, or you can use Triangle. It's either Hands of Oblivion or Triangle Wheel. Triangle Wheel is DR. Right here. Triangle Wheel is here. So you would use this. And you would build a Paradox set. And for your 3 support units, it's going to be fucking... Whose banners are up again? Fucking Karen is a standard. Then you're going to want to... You don't have any good units. If you're following my guides, you probably have blue. Cock is good for a Vuln source and shield and survivability. And if you happen to have hit Murphy, pull Murphy. If not, that's fine. And Solis to help you live, I guess. Or if you want more shielding, pick any other limiteds. So these are the 3 base I would recommend. And you put Tulu's wheel on Karen. And then you put Costco wheels on Caucus. So Costco wheels are Volcano. I go to Karen. Greed. And the 4th slot is whoever you have left that's you consider good. So let's just say Ramona. Base Ramona is good. And then you put in more R-rated wheels. So what else is good is Teeth. And then you can put in a wheel you think is good for Keyflare. Whatever good Keyflare or DR wheel. So if you have Spring, you put Spring. If you don't, you put in Dust and Dawn. So this is what I would run. So this is what I would run. If I was a new player. And Posse, you don't have Calf's Posse probably. So you would probably use Mouse or Sea Festival. Probably use Mouse or Sea Festival. And you probably have an Alienist wheel built. You don't have a Keyflare wheel yet because that's Chapter 7. So put whatever Covenants. This is what I would use right now. Yep. Just follow my guides. The spreadsheet has all. Links to all the videos, etc. Okay. Any other questions? Because I'm about to log off the stream and start getting ready to leave. Because, again, it's morning. Gotta be somewhere. Known as, I'm about to say a curse word. A job. Yeah. Employed. Unfortunate. If only I can make $10 trillion off of doing nothing. I'm just picking random shit. Oh. Pick all the dudes. That I'm not going to use. I only use the main character. I am the main character. 36,000 support count. Okay. No other questions. I'm going to end the stream. Thank you for watching.